We are live. Welcome to the SLOB show. We got Roker. What's going on, Roker?
Yay.
So, Roker, I know we've talked about the Pittsburgh style steaks a lot, but I just have to kick the show off tonight by once again mentioning that everyone has to get Pittsburgh style when you order a steak.
Can you refresh my recollection? I saw the post that you put on the SLOB Show Facebook page about a Pittsburgh style steak that you had a few days ago, and then I couldn't remember for the life of me what Pittsburgh style is.
So, essentially, it's charred on both sides, and then it's more rare in the middle, and they cut it up like this. And it's so delicious.
So I always order mine Pittsburgh style with the exception of it being cut up. I always order mine to be medium rare with a char.
Well, that's what I get. But this is actually a little bit more rare than medium rare, a little bit more. But by cutting it, I think I don't know what it is about it being cut, but that makes a big difference.
Oh, probably because they're just cutting it in a way where it's just making it more tender.
Yeah.
Whereas
so
you probably just start cutting into it like a caveman, and it's
like a moron
with the grain and against the grain and with the grain and against the grain. They know how to actually cut a steak.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it makes such a huge difference, and that's the way I'm getting every steak now. Like, I can't wait to go to Gibson's next time I'm in Chicago because I want to, because the steakhouse out here, it's so good. And I can't believe that it's like the greatest steakhouse ever. It's just so good getting a Pittsburgh style. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to next time I go to Gibson's, I'm gonna have to try it Pittsburgh because I've never gotten it Pittsburgh. When I go to Gibson's, I just get medium rare.
Oh, look at you with your Sacramento money, being able to come back to Chicago, fly to Chicago, and go to Gibson's.
Oh well, I come in all the time because
I just had somebody give me Texas Roadhouse gift card like 3 or 4 days ago.
Why don't we go to Texas Roadhouse then? You know what, Roker? You know Roker's the
Sludge. Sludge gave you a Texas Roadhouse gift certificate.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
You know what Roker's the master of is you go with him to get a meal, and he pulls out the gift card, but only uses it for himself.
Well, what's the point? I mean, what's the point?
But like, if you have $100 gift card, you don't say like, oh, well, whatever's left over you could use. You make sure to use, like, you'll get an extra steak to go or whatever you have to do to use your entire $100.
That's right. That's when you start to incorporate the kids' meals into it and stuff, especially when it's to go. Yeah, that's done.
Someone saying, I bet Abe flies out of O'Hare now. RP Kells on Instagram. I do not fly. I fly straight to Midway only on Southwest. Although they're ruining Southwest for me now by having assigned seats.
Have they done the assigned seats? I know they started doing the red-eye flights already. Have they started doing the assigned seats already?
Well, they announced that it's happening.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I know they announced it.
Oh, look at Angie's on. She said, char that shit. What up, Angie?
As long as it's still 2 bags fly free.
Yeah.
I'm okay with assigned seats.
Me too.
Because when you fly another airline and you go, oh man, this is a great fare. Let me get this. And then you're paying $100 more each way for 2 bags. Or if there's 2 of you, 4 bags, who knows how much more you're paying.
Well, let me tell you, I know you're making fun of me for flying back, but hey, Roker, I have the Southwest credit card. And
that's the deal.
I immediately got 50,000 points right off the bat, right?
Right.
And I put everything I spend on the Southwest card. So I'm like you now with the Southwest points. It's awesome.
Dude, I put my property taxes on the Southwest card. And I'm not joking. I'm like, okay, well, it gives me another month to pay them, and at least I'm getting miles on it. At least I'm getting my miles. I put everything on that.
Yeah. But that's so I have like 100,000 Southwest points. So that's like, I have tons of flights.
Yeah. So you've got at least like
3 flights at least.
4, like 3 to 4 round trip flights right now.
Yeah. So of course I come to Chicago every month. So of course, where else am I going to go?
Now, what I'll do sometimes is I'll use points one way and book one way so that, maybe you're only spending $100, $200, but you're going to get 2 times or 3 times or 4 times points on that spend. Right. So you're still,
sorry. I'm looking
so
at,
you're
I'm
still
looking at Angie's.
getting points.
I'm laughing at Angie's comment. She said Southwest credit card. What a flex.
Yes. Well, that's like the American Express Platinum card to us. So that's the SLOB's American Express Platinum card. It's the Southwest card. It's a Discover card.
I'll tell you this. If Southwest if they do the assigned seats, I'm done with the Southwest card. Like, I'm going to get my last 3 flights and move on to somewhere else where I could get points. Because the whole point of Southwest is that I could cancel a flight tonight for a flight tomorrow. No problems. I could switch a flight every 5 minutes. If they don't have those options, why would I fly Southwest?
Well, we don't know if they're not going to have. I've got a buddy that works for Southwest. I'll see if I can get the info from him as to whether or not all those other things are still going to be possible. And no change fees and stuff like that.
I see the slob of the week is ready to go. Before that, I just want to once again reiterate that the quarter pounder with Big Mac sauce is the greatest combination. It's so much better than a Big Mac. Like, just get a Big Mac or get a Big Mac or get a quarter pounder Big Mac style. And it's a game changer.
Quarter pounder Big Mac style.
If what would happen if you said that? Would they actually make it like that?
I mean, well, you know how I feel about it. If you're lucky to ask for a quarter pounder and get a quarter pounder, let alone order something special or off the secret menu or something like that. Like, good luck.
Let me just call McDonald's here. Let's just check in, because I want to know if I just order something, Big Mac style, what will happen?
What are the odds that McDonald's is going to pick up the phone?
Let's see. You want to make a bet? You think they'll answer?
No, I don't want to make a bet.
You don't?
I only make bets with people that I know I can win.
We're currently calling McDonald's.
Hello, can I help you?
Is this McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the #1 food and lifestyle podcast, The Slob Show. Hey, if I order a quarter pounder Big Mac style, could you do that there? Hello?
Yep, there you go. Yep, there you go.
The second I said you're on the #1 food and lifestyle podcast.
Click. I really don't know what you were expecting. I really don't. Don't try and call them back either.
I'll call a different one.
No.
Wait, let's take 1 second.
Slob of the week is on hold.
No, I'm going to get to him 1 second. Hang on. I have to know this answer. We have to get to the bottom of this. Mr. Majestic, what up on Instagram? Hey, if you're watching on the Slob Show Facebook group, go to either my Facebook page or Roker's page if you want to chime in with comments, because for some reason the group doesn't let you do comments.
That way I can see them.
And we'll get to the slob of the week next. I'm sorry. Mudball in Chicago. We have to get to the bottom of this Big Mac sauce thing.
Yep.
Click. It's so ridiculous. Oh.
Yep. This is why, right? Because normally people are asking, does your McFlurry machine work? Click.
Let's go to the slob of the week. It's none other than Mudball from Chicago. What up, Mudball?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All right, so what's going on back there?
Where are you? Are you is you about to engage in a boiler room brawl with Mick Foley? Or?
Yeah, well, I got my figures over there in case I want to play wrestling.
Oh my god!
No, it's my
Your You're not writing a manifesto down there, are you?
No, no. It's,
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
It's where I watch my wrestling, where my wife won't give me grief while I watch wrestling.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
well, that's good that you have a what? Okay, Mudball
Yes.
from Chicago. You're going to give us your top 5 restaurants. Go ahead.
Yes. We're gonna start off with an easy one.
Well, hold
Taco-
on a second.
What?
Let's hold on for just half a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Mudball,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh yeah, why are you
Okay.
called Mudball?
I started working at the post office 35 years ago.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Here we go.
he is writing a manifesto.
Yes, I am. So you better watch it. So I was driving my stepmom's car at the time, and this was the license plate on my stepmom's car, and they didn't know my name, so they just said, "Hey, Mudball," and it was my stepmom's nickname, and it was how she got it was dumb, but how I got it was even dumber. So
Aren't
There
you
you
glad you
go.
asked, Roker? You see,
And it's stuck. Well, hey, it's stuck. I mean,
Yeah,
that was the
I like that.
that was the
It's
elephant
stuck.
in the room.
yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's like, hey, hi, Mudball. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Like nobody's gonna
God forbid
say
you
anything
say,
about this.
"Hi, new employee. What is your name?"
what's your real name, Mudball? Do you ever disclose that information?
No, not on Facebook because all my family are jerks, and I don't want them
Oh.
to find me on social media. And it's worked out so well.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, I've
Well, what is
outlived,
it- what
I've
letter-
outlived most of them.
What letter
There you
does
go.
your first name begin with?
M.
Oh, your name's Mike. All right, Mike Mudball. Is it Mike? I'm
Could
just
be
guessing.
Mud.
All right, Mudball.
Could be
Oh,
Mud.
there's Dan O checking in.
Yes.
Steve Nelson, 82 Seedless, asking how the closer is these days. The closer just had 2 twins, Seedless. I'm the godfather of one of them. Mr. Majestic checking in. Amanda Turkett checking in. All right, go ahead, Mudball. Let's get to the top 5.
No problem. No problem. I'll start off with an easy one. That's Taco Bell, especially if you use the apps or the kiosk because you can. It allows so much customization. It's like basically Burger King, and you can get fill so cheap. So like a big thing for me is 2 or 3 cheesy bean and rice burritos.
Nice.
And I still buy their green sauce at Walmart. I'll drink that stuff if no one's looking. So,
See, here's the interesting thing. See, now we're learning why Mudball is in the basement by himself. Yes, I'll take 3 like cheese and bean burritos from Taco Bell, please.
There's no correlation between beans and being in the basement by myself in my own stench.
Not to mention the wrestling shrine he has right behind his shoulder there. So
Yes. Well, like I got grandkids, and I bought those so that my grandkids will play with them one day.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You had mentioned the kiosk at Taco Bell. I'm not a fan of the kiosk.
Well, the thing,
At fast food
it's
restaurants.
the worst. I can't stand it either.
the thing I like about their kiosk is they are little jerks and put items on the kiosk and the app that you can't get at the register. So stuff they've taken off the menu is only available on the kiosk.
Ah, okay. See, well,
And if
there's an insider slob tip right there.
Yes, and if
It's a
you're
great tip.
and if you're a person who I like this item but I don't like that sauce, well, by using the kiosk, you just go on there and go, I don't want that sauce. I want this sauce. And like
Interesting.
a lot of the things my wife likes, she's like, but I don't like the spicy sauce. And I'm like, well, take
Don't
it
have
off.
to have it. There you go.
Yeah, replace it with sour cream.
All right.
Breaking news. Breaking slob news. According to Mudball, you can order different things on the kiosk.
Yeah,
And I'm assuming the app too.
well, it's Fatty Fat knows how to get food. So,
There you
Oh, by the
go.
way, I did try. I think I mentioned this last week on the Slob Show. I tried those new street tacos at Taco Bell. They're okay.
Well, that's the other thing I like about them is they're willing to go. Our customers are potheads, so every couple of months we'll give you something new, and so you don't get tired of eating the same thing over and over again.
All right, let's go to number 4, Mudball. So Taco
Number
Bell,
4.
of course.
Number 4 is a local place, Honey Fluff Donuts. It's in Countryside, 6566 Juliet Road. They've been open forever, but the new owners have only been around for a couple of years. I stopped going when the old owners gave me a dozen donuts with a live cockroach in it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so there's like, no thanks. But these new owners, cleaned it up. It's really nice. They got a really good deal on Tuesdays. It's all day $2 breakfast sandwich.
Where is
yeah.
I used to go to the Sam's Club in Hodgkins all the time. I used to do that whole strip over there. That Arby's is gone right now.
Arby's is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, they were nice enough to bring back the potato cakes and then shut down every location around me. That's one of the reasons why I'm as heavy as I am now, because I'd go to Arby's and get about 3 orders of potato cakes and eat them with horsey sauce. But,
delicious. That's the combination you need to get, by the way.
Exactly. But with Honey Fluff, it's 4 different types of sandwiches. You can get the bagel sandwich, the muffin sandwich. How that works, I don't know. The maple donut sandwich, or the croissant sandwich. Now, the croissant sandwich is a full size.
Hey, real quick, Mudball. Today is Dollar Donuts a Krispy Kreme. Since you mentioned, I want to remind everyone.
Yeah.
If you can get to a Krispy Kreme right now, it's a $1 donut. Roker, I know you just perked up there.
Oh, nothing I love more at 10 o'clock at night than donuts.
Yeah. Only about a half dozen Krispy Kreme.
Can't beat $1 donuts. All right, go ahead, Mudball. Sorry.
Yeah, but the croissant is a full size. It's bigger than the one that they sell at Burger King. And it's a really good croissant. Comes with egg, cheese, and either Canadian bacon, sausage, or bacon. And that's really nice. Brother and sister who bought the place, and a $2 sandwich that's bigger than a hockey puck.
Damn.
What's the name of it again?
Honey Fluff. That's at 6566 Joliet Road. So you're talking, since you're familiar with the area, we're talking Joliet Road and Willow Springs Road, kitty corner from the Walgreens.
Okay.
All right. That's number 4. And let's move on to number 3. And Mudball, if you can, after the SLOB show, could you put up a post on the SLOB show Facebook group of your entire list?
Sure. I'll do that.
Thank you.
Except for Taco Bell, I think people know.
Yeah,
pretty much know where that is.
Yeah. The third one is Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs. That's at 3044 South Wolf Road in Westchester. It basically was next to where Scott's Pet Shop used to be back in the Steve Dahl, Gary Meyer days, when they used to make special appearances there.
We're not familiar with the Westchester history.
I am. This young Padawan over there is not used to.
Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
We're men of a certain age.
Yes, we are. Yeah. I got old timers disease. Okay, now the things I like about them is the owner's awesome. He remembers you no matter if you've come once or a million times. He remembers you. He practically remembers your orders. This place has off-brand Green River. That's a good one.
Hey, Mudball, by the way, you know that you go to a place too much when they know your order, because that's when I stop going. Like when I walk in and they repeat back my order.
I think that's awesome when they know you and know your order. I think that's very cool.
But then I just get embarrassed.
Yeah, well, I went there
because you're ordering extremely slobby orders.
You're asking for a gallon of mayonnaise on every sandwich.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But for him, I went there once. I came back and he's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? You want the double Italian sausage?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." so pre-COVID, their Italian sausage was a 12-inch sausage, and for $1 extra, you could add an additional Italian sausage. Now you can add an additional Italian sausage for $4. But they have 12-inch sandwiches. The Italian sausage is $12. The pork tenderloin is kick-ass, and that's $14. And the thing I like is the cheese fries. Now, you got the cafeteria tray. Well, you want the large cheese fry? Okay. Well, it's $5.25, and you're thinking, wow, that's a lot of money. That cafeteria tray is almost completely filled with fries, and they ladle the cheese on. They don't give you that BS cup on the side.
Oh, nice.
They are covering your fries with cheese. So, yes. That's pretty much a reason to go right just for that.
Okay, what was the name of this place again? Because
Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs, and that's at Paul's. Yeah, and that's at 3044 South Wolf Road in Westchester.
All right, so now that's 3. You have 2 left, right?
Yes. Okay. The next one is Dakogi, and that's Korean fried chicken.
Oh, now we're talking.
Big fan of Korean fried chicken. Extra crispy, very crispy.
Yeah, when I first went, the owner claimed he was his store was part of the Bonchon chain. But when I go to the website, I don't see any link to them. So I think he just straight out lied.
or just stole the recipe, or was he was that way for like 6 months.
He's a liar.
Bok Jovi is not a part of the Bonk chain.
But yeah, that's at 9320 Joliet Road in Hodgkins. They took over the disgusting Subway that no one wants to eat at. Eat fresh, no thank you. But
you know, Mudball, I'll admit, I don't mind Subway these days. Like if you walk in, you know, they have some deals with the app. You know, they put a lot of salt. You could just stand there and make them put more mayo on.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, the place in Lombard, the Subway in Lombard, I liked them because they would have falafel, and when you ordered it, boom, they made it. You know, and that was really nice to get a nice fresh falafel sub.
Yeah,
but by me, they don't have it. So, the thing I like about Tokogi is the sauce is not tossed in a bowl; it's hand brushed, so it's not as goopy. They never over fry their chicken. First time I went, I ordered, which I never do. I got boneless wings, and I go, well, I don't really like boneless wings. And he goes, no, look, our boneless wings are just chicken breast strips, and we cook them. He goes, they're not just heavily breaded garbage, and they were so good. I've never gotten anything dry there. They have smoothies, they have milk teas, bento boxes, chicken katsu, plates and bowls.
How do you spell the name of the place?
DAKGOGI. And their packaging is really cute. It's bright and colorful. They have about, I think it's like 10 different sauces. The one I like is the basic garlic soy, but then they also have a thing called Cheeseling and Cheeseling Hot. And the Cheeseling is basically, hey, do you like white cheddar Cheetos? Yes, I do. Oh, well, I got the powder for the white cheddar Cheetos. Let me just dump it on your chicken. And believe me, that is good. that is very good. To get hot fried chicken with cheddar cheese powder on it.
That looks delicious.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Oh, yeah. They sell whole wings, wing pieces, and legs. So they'll feed you good there, and they don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Dan Levy, aka Bass.
Bam, bam, bam.
Mudball is the slob of the week. He's in the middle of his. He only has one place left. This place sounds good. The place he just mentioned.
That place is amazing, and it's a little tiny place, but the only complaint. Oh, they also have it on a kiosk. So for people who sit there and go, well, I can't understand what they're saying, order it on the kiosk, and then you don't have to worry about it. Or just man up and speak to them. That's right. Yeah, they're from a different land and they're speaking English. I think you could figure it out. Like, if they can make the effort, you can make the effort.
That sounds delicious. All right, now number one.
Okay,
on Mudball's list.
This place is my favorite, and I go there and I like to take friends there all the time. It's Del Rey's Chicken Basket.
Oh, of course, we've all been there. It is good.
That place is incredible. They stopped doing a lot of their stuff during COVID, but now that COVID is over, they brought back their buffet. So they have lunch buffet, and the lunch buffet is on the weekends, baby. So
I didn't know it was on the weekend.
Yes. So my wife's a choir director, and I suffer through the church on Sundays, and I say, come on, let's go to Del Rey's.
That's what you're really going to church just so you can go to Del Rey's after church.
Yeah. And it's so I could get chicken and pancakes, but
wait, hang on. So what's with this buffet? What's involved in it? What do you get?
Okay, with the lunch buffet, it's you got shredded beef. So you can kind of make like an Italian beef sandwich or a beef dip. They'll do pizza. The pizza's real basic. But then they have a salad bar, which is really nice, which includes their version of pimento cheese, but instead of cheddar cheese, it's cottage cheese. But that's really good. They do a homemade soup, which is normally chicken dumplings or cream of mushroom.
And then chicken, of course, right?
The chicken is killer. They do chicken on the bone and chicken tenders for people like some of my friends who don't like chicken on the bone. They get weirded out by it. They got pretty good biscuits. Their gravy is good. They have honey on the tables.
Oh, I like that. I love honey on
And then
my chicken.
the weekend part is nice because they add breakfast items.
Mm.
So you'll get
like
some
that.
waffles, you'll get some pancakes, you'll get bacon,
Man.
you get sausage, you get eggs. Again with the gravy.
My wife
It
got
is-
like a Thanksgiving dinner sandwich from there.
Yeah,
Took like 3 days to finish. It
Oh,
was
it's very good.
outstanding. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it-
I will say that anytime I've been to a buffet and they have eggs there, I've never liked the eggs.
Well,
But I
you
do
can-
like seeing that tray of bacon
Yeah,
that is
Mm.
piled as high as the eye can see.
yes,
Oh,
Anytime
yeah.
I
yes,
see
it is good.
eggs, there's like a
And-
gray color. There's always like, I don't know about
Yeah,
it.
or it's watery. Why is it
Yeah.
watery? I don't know
Yeah.
why it's watery. They also
Cheese
have.
don't do that.
We also have for people who feel more country. They got corn fritters. They got gizzards, livers. They do
See
a
now,
homemade.
Mudball. If I could just chime in here, I went to Del Rey's to try gizzards for
Yeah.
the first time,
Yeah,
and it made me sick. So that ruined Del because everyone's. I think Roker told me gizzards. Didn't you say the gizzards are the best, Roker?
Yeah,
Didn't you tell me?
I said from Harold's.
Oh, well, whatever.
I said from Harold's gizzards are the best.
Well, everyone
It
talks about Del Rey.
depends how they're seasoned and how they're made. Because
It was
Del
disgusting.
Rey's has gizzards. The chicken place out here that's got the chicken and spice has gizzards. Lots of places have gizzards,
yeah,
but it's kind of like chicken. The chicken itself isn't the same every place.
yeah. You're
Yeah, but
you're eating organs. So gee, I
Ugh.
got sick from eating organs. What do you expect? It's organs.
I will say I went to a diner recently and I did have beef liver and onions and bacon, and it was amazing. I've
Yeah.
never had this combination ever.
It's
If I
rare
don't
when
like-
people can cook it right, but if they can cook it right, it's damn good.
Yeah,
It
I've
was
never
amazing.
had
It was
liver.
amazing.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
grandma used to make liver for my grandpa, and I'm like, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
I
I
never
went
had it.
I
Yeah,
went to Huck Finn at 4:00 in the afternoon and had the blue light special of beef liver and onions.
Wow,
I've never felt so old in my entire
that
life.
is an old school dish. There's no question about
I,
that.
I was like, if I could get into Matlock and be in bed by 7, I have wrapped it up fully.
Yep.
Well,
Well-
they have a couple other things there, which I think is a slob show must get, and that's called the chubby chicken, and it's a huge chicken breast, deep fried, made into a sandwich, and that's $16. But you're like me, and you're smart. You go, I'll have the double chubby chicken, and that for $3 extra, they give you another breast patty.
See, there you
And-
go.
Oh,
And
man.
they make their own Thousand Island sauce for the
See,
chicken.
these are great slob tips. That's
Yeah.
the kind of thing we want on the slob show.
that is amazing to get that big hunkin' breast for just $3. And the Thousand Island is thinner than your typical Thousand Island, and it's got chunks like this of pickle. in it.
Damn.
And
Now, I apologize for jumping in a little bit late on this one, Mudball.
yeah.
Where are you at? What is,
Well-
what is your location?
You could
here?
tell from all my choices. You could figure out where I'm living. I'm living in the LaGrange area, and
Oh, I never heard of Del Rey's, to be honest. I never heard of it
Oh,
before.
it's
on
amazing.
over
Very
on
popular.
66. Don't you know?
And
Yeah.
I don't live very far from that area, so that sounds pretty good.
It's basically on the frontage road of I-55. I didn't give the address. It's 645 Joliet Road in Willowbrook, and
It is pretty crowded on the weekends, though.
yeah, but
Very crowded.
If you're like me and you're in your old fart stage, you go to dinner at 4 and it's not busy at all.
There you go.
But
Yeah, get the beef liver. Get the
Yeah.
beef liver.
I sent Abe a picture of their cocktail specials. They have a full bar. They even have a secondary room where they have live performers. But on top of your basic cocktails, they have their cheap cocktails. And there's 5 of them, and 4 of them are $5, and they're served into a pint glass.
Oh,
And for $13, they have a cocktail called the Drunken Chicken, and you get it, and you get to keep the glass. And I go, "What's the Drunken Chicken?" And they said, well, you know, a Long Island iced tea? And I said, yeah. And they go, well, we make a Long Island iced tea, but we add extra alcohol in it.
Oh, that's
Okay.
impossible to do.
And that's
so.
our cocktail. So I had one of these. I had my chubby chicken with the extra chicken to lay off to the side. I had my wife's biscuits. I
Hello.
think we even got some.
And then I
onion
got some
rings.
ass when I got home, brother.
And, yeah, exactly. And I think I might have had to have my wife drive home because this drunken chicken, it slapped. It was good.
Now, was
It
this
really good.
was after church?
No, this was a 4 o'clock. I'm old and having dinner.
Oh, this is
Gotcha.
before church. This is before church.
No, right.
Well, Mudball, my compliments. And again, Mudball's going to put his entire list on the Slob Show Facebook group. Yet another amazing slob of the week. Mudball, thank you.
All righty, have a good one.
What
Thanks
a
for
guy.
having me.
Man,
Nice job, Mudball.
All right,
Man,
thank
Good
you.
work.
these slobs of the week, man. They come in like super, like they do it
No,
all.
they're prepared. They take it. It's like I said before. It's like jury duty. They take it seriously. You
All right,
know?
so
Coming in hot when they give addresses.
oh,
Whenever
yeah,
there's an address, I'm like, wow, they're going the Yelp route. They're giving me
hey,
everything.
people are passionate about, but Bates, we got to get back to you now because last week you had a popped rib from bending over or something. What was the?
Yes,
what was
I
the
did. I had to
problem
get
again?
I had to give the X-ray. It turns out it was just a bruised muscle around my rib, but it took about until yesterday. I haven't taken any ibuprofen today, but that thing hurt like a bitch.
I love how Bass was talking about how he had a popped rib, and then I see all these pictures that he was in like some other city, like at the beach, and then he's like minutes after he said, "I can't come on, my rib is broken." He's at the beach.
Allow me to explain. I wasn't gonna miss a vacation, bust a rib or not, but I did not sleep that night. I got no sleep on a hotel bed. When you're hurting like that, and those hotel beds do not, I've never slept good at a hotel. By the way,
they're on the firm side.
Yeah, no, or the very soft side where
okay, gotcha.
your head is going down into the bedboard, and I was just, it was the worst pain. I don't sleep like that anymore. So I think a whole day at the beach, no sleep. The next day I was groggy.
Now, did you guys see the breaking news that the Chipotle CEO admitted that certain Chipotles were skimping on the meat?
Yes, I did. That's been bullshit for years.
Well, but not when I go to Chipotle. Like I said, it's all about the relationship you have with your Chipotle barista or whatever they call them, because you have to be nice, make eye contact, do half and half, not two meats. You ask for half and half steak, half whatever else. You end up getting double meat for the same price.
See,
Hey,
now
this is-
you gotta pick a lane here, Abe, because 5 minutes ago you said you didn't like it when you go to some place and they know your order, they know it by heart, they know who you are, and now you're going, oh, you gotta know your Chipotle barista.
Well, no, you have to see them making the burritos. If they're a skimpy person, then maybe you go to the back of the line and wait for them to switch or something, because you could tell. You see them putting the burritos together. You know when they go deep with that big scoop, or they do that little tight. Or how about this? When they do the scoop and then they take some off your burrito and put it back because they put too much.
That's when I get very upset. And by the way, we've discussed this before, Abe. Things happen with you that does not happen with other people. Abe has a unique quality that the minute he walks in, people love him, no matter what he's doing. Even if he's talking shit about that person, as they walk in, they love Abe. He looks, he smiles. Ooh, that looks good. They give him like 3 more scoops. I go, hey, that's pretty good. And they start scooping the meat away. No matter what I do, I'm the guy that they're like, oh, we don't like this guy, but that guy's pretty cool. Abe gets extra orange chicken. Abe will be like, hey, you want to try some new food? We'll just take it from this guy who ordered it. Why not? Abe always gets extra.
It's so weird how after all these years, I'm back with Jimmy John's and Chipotle, which were the two spots back when we worked at Q101 back in like the early 2000s. Those were the two spots to go to, Chipotle and Jimmy John's. Over the years, there's so many better sub places. But lately, I've switched back to Jimmy John's. Like I said, when you ask for them to scoop out the bread, the middle bread, Jimmy John's is so much better again. I think it's too much bread, which hurts their sandwiches. Get the bread scooped out. You'll see the difference. I don't know how to explain it. Also, like I said, the Hellman's mayo out of the massive container tastes different than a small container. So now I buy all my Hellman's at Costco. I get that big thing of Hellman's. It's different. I don't know what it's.
He just doesn't buy a gallon of milk anymore because he's got a thing of mayonnaise sitting there in the fridge in that spot.
I've assumed you've been buying Costco-sized mayo for years just for the sake of having a Costco-sized mayo, not because it tastes better.
No, it's just I always bought Duke's. I switched to Duke's, and now I'm back to Hellman's. It's crazy.
Interesting. By the way, I do see on the comment section somebody asked how the closer was. I just saw the closer at a bunch of the Abe Cannon and Danny Gaga and Sam Cannon over the weekend at Sam's kid's first birthday party. We were all missing Abe Cannon, who comes in and out of Chicago, Roker, all the time, but skips out on the one nephew birthday that we were all hoping to see Abe at.
Well, the flights were like some ridiculous amount of money for that weekend. What am I going to do?
You're spending you just said you had 100,000 points on Southwest.
Yeah, maybe don't go to Gibson's next time.
I was going to say.
You can afford the flight.
Maybe maybe skip the $400 sushi bowls that you guys kind of rack up over there.
Well, no, you know why? Because I was just in Chicago for 12 days.
And you couldn't come back for your nephew's birthday.
He didn't come back for my party either. Good to see both of you at my big summer birthday.
Hey, I sent him a gift. I sent him some good gifts.
He's 1 year old. He ain't gonna know what a gift is.
Exactly. So he's not going to remember me not being at his party either.
But we will, my friend. We will.
Is that bad not to go to a first birthday party?
Your nephew, aren't you the godfather?
Well, me and my brother Mike are the co-godfathers.
I guess who else was missing from that party?
Who?
Mike.
Oh, Mike. Well, he's working in Texas right now.
Good godfathers, you guys.
Nice
job. Missed the first birthday.
Well, what? You're supposed to fly in for a birthday party?
You just said you're coming in and out of Chicago all the time.
Yeah, make up me, boy. He's just full of contradictions today, isn't he? I fly in and out of Chicago all the time. What am I supposed to do? Fly into Chicago?
What are you nuts? What are you crazy? You think I'm going to fly in? No, honestly, the flight was like some crazy amount of money.
Well, I'm sure you didn't have much warning that the first birthday was coming up.
It just came out of nowhere.
Roker, you would pay $1,100 or something crazy to fly in for a birthday, or $900?
I wouldn't walk across the street for somebody's birthday, but that's me.
Hey, before we wrap this up, so the SLOB Show Facebook group is the greatest place on Facebook.
It is.
And I just wanted to acknowledge, because I put out a message asking where people live. And I just want to acknowledge some of the Facebook group people, okay? So Frank Ozug from Munster, Indiana. Amy Shizpansky from Highland, Indiana. Mo Martinez, Chicago. Sarah Blasky from Northwest Indiana. Jesse Rabbles, Lake Havasu, Arizona. Bill Toyak, Bartlett, Illinois. Rob Gibson from Crestwood. Now he's in Orland Park. Richard Whitvoet from DeMott, Indiana. Tom Cisnowski from New Lenox. Anthony Mancuso from Franklin Park. Stacy Olinsky from Buffalo, New York.
Wow.
Chewy Seg from Elmwood Park. Leslie Weber from Huntley, Illinois. Steve Lavender from Lansing, Illinois. Janine Marie from Chicago, but visiting DC, she said. Mark Ajada from Joliet. That's Roker's turf. Linda Whitting from Homer Glen, Illinois. Shannon Serio from Schaumburg. Antonio Alvarez from Joliet. Donna Plottenberg from Stager, Illinois. Brian A. Jones from Atlanta.
Ooh.
Nathaniel Demarest from Aurora. Zach Sprayberry from the south suburbs. Michael Lawler, Tinley Park, Illinois. Karen Kelly Tammy Haskett. She has like four names.
It's not a telethon, bro. We're not trying to fill time by reading the people who donated $10 tonight.
Hang on, Sebring, Florida. But there's like hundreds. I'm just trying to show you. There's people listening in so many different areas. Mike Outen from Richmond, Virginia. Mark Wolin from
donated $1,000.
Tim Stiles from Valparaiso put in 1,000. Cindy Williams, Evergreen Park. Like it just people are everywhere on this, and that's why I said if you're listening to the SLOB show,
wait. Had Roker not stopped you, how much longer would you have gone?
And he was only mentioning people that were 15 minutes from each other. They're from all over the place.
How much
Orland
longer
Park,
were you
Tinley
going to go?
Park.
Well, I mean,
Huh?
there's 400 comments, so I was going to see how far I could get into it.
My Lord.
But there's a lot of people. But anyway, my point was that the Slob Show Facebook group could help us for vacationing. Like if you ever go to Philadelphia or something, go to the Slob Show and say, "Oh, these people are from Philadelphia. These are the picks."
Yeah,
You go
always
to Miami.
Put those places up on the Slob Show Facebook page. Put them into your Yelp, so that when you're ever in those towns and you're looking for something to eat, you can just pull it up and you can see what's already been recommended by your fellow slobs.
Can you do an extra page on the Slob group and have people contribute to like different restaurants and different towns and all that?
Yeah, we
Or
should
no?
figure out a way to put up different cities and where to go in each city. That's what we should do.
Agreed.
I mean,
And-
Chicago, obviously, most people in this group are from Chicago. So there's going to be Chicago stuff all over the place, but it's good to get other places too.
And
All right,
Abe,
all
I
right.
just want to remind you, if you haven't started checking your emails
Oh, birthday.
for birthday free stuff, you and
right.
Barack need to start to get on that.
Yeah, Obama and I have the same birthday. August 4th.
Because some of those things, like it used to be like with Starbucks, you had a month to use the free Starbucks. Now you
Was it
have
a day now?
It's a day now, yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
there's lots of different stuff. You should be getting a Fogo if you've got that.
What does Fogo give you? Fogo de Chao.
$25.
I was just saying
Nice.
half off.
Nice.
I'm going to go on a limb and say Barack Obama can cash in on those discounts anytime
He
he wants.
probably
on his
can.
birthday.
He probably can.
Am I a free drink here? Yeah.
Like, I think it was my birthday about 6 months ago.
Can you
Can I get one from Michelle?
extra scoop? We gotta get a little. That's some good looking orange chicken.
Can I get I'm just gonna take the whole ramekin of it. I'll do the whole ramekin.
Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that. All right, fellas. Well, anything else you guys want to throw in here before we wrap up?
Before I was actually late to this one, but I did see a Pittsburgh style steak. Give it to me one more time. What is a Pittsburgh style steak?
All right. Here's what it looks like.
Oh, so
God.
they just bring it to you cut.
So it's charred on both sides. More rare than medium rare in the middle, and then they cut it up. And it's so tender and delicious and juicy. I'm telling you, get
Oh, it's
every
like
steak.
It's like the Peter Luger then. Is that what the Peter Luger's does? They serve it like that?
Essentially,
Okay.
yeah. Pretty
Okay.
much, yeah. Or like Prime 112 in Miami, which is my favorite. I when I used to work in Miami, I went there like every other weekend. Prime 112. Have you guys been there when you went to Miami?
Roker, where did we go that
We-
time?
you
We got
know,
full
we were-
some lobsters. How did
we
we go?
were too busy partying with Penthouse Pets and sipping mojitos on Miami Beach, hanging out with Joe Namath. We'll get
That's
there
Snoop
next
Dogg.
time.
That's Snoop.
And
Snoop
Snoop,
Alert.
oh my God. How can I forget about Snoop?
Wait, what happened with Snoop?
We went to
We were-
a Snoop party with the Bishop Magic
At the-
Don
at-
Juan.
At the Penthouse Super Bowl party.
It was awesome. It
And
was
Snoop
awesome.
was hanging out with you guys, or he was just there?
No, he was
in the VIP
performing.
section. He went in there. Yeah, he was
He was
performing.
performing, and we were
my
in
God.
the section.
Damn. And then what happened?
And then I missed my flight. then I missed my flight, and by the time I landed, the Bears were losing, and I missed the entire game.
What
I
a
had a-
shit show that was, because I was working at a radio station in Miami. That's the only radio station job that I lost because of not because the station didn't flip formats. Like every other job, it's like, oh,
Oh,
the
you were
loop is,
legit fired, is what you're saying?
yeah, the only station ever. And I was living in South Beach, and I told everyone, I'm like, hey guys, party place is gonna be my condo that I'm renting in South Beach. And then I lost my job like weeks before the Super Bowl, so I flew back to Chicago and watched the Bears in the Miami Super Bowl in Chicago, which is hilarious.
Right,
that-
it was
and
about 5 degrees in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's what sucks, because I was gonna crash at your place during that Super Bowl, and you're
Yeah,
like,
so was
oh,
like
I'm
100
back
other
home.
people.
I'm back home. I'm like, damn it.
Well, it rained. I mean, that was horrible. And then the Bears lost, except for Prince at the halftime show. But did you guys go to the game or no?
No,
did.
we didn't go to the game.
I was in the basement of the Super Bowl watching it with the media, and there was a basement, and I was in that press room with everybody watching the game on big screen televisions.
You
And
couldn't
I
sneak
had-
out of the presser.
I had a flight that was like 5:30 in the morning, and we left that penthouse party and like tried to like take a nap in the rent-a-car.
I remember that.
Overslept.
Yes, I remember that.
And I literally got to the ticket gate 58 minutes before the flight, and they don't let you check your bags if you're more than an hour. So then I ended up having to wait for a standby until like 5 p.m.
Oh my god!
from 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah.
You know, Brock just chiming here said, wasn't that the jet ski store? Yes, that was the radio station that gave me a jet ski as part of my contract. And then when they fired me, they said, we could do this the easy way or we could do it the hard way to get.
Wow.
And I wouldn't, I'm like, I'm not giving you back the jet ski until we figure out what's up with my contract. So they ended up paying me like a lot of money. Like they paid out my contract. So
I guess they wanted to do it the hard way.
Exactly. It's the hard way for you guys, not for me. But yeah, I had that beautiful jet ski when I was in Miami. So we could have really been living it up if you got, if I would have just held on to that job for like another month.
Damn, man.
Well, Base, you could have stayed at Abe's, and I still would have stayed with the penthouse.
No. Actually, it all worked out that way because I remember just saying to you, hey, here's the deal. I got a press pass for the Super Bowl. Abe no longer lives there. Do you have any hookups? And then you called me back 10 minutes later and go, I'm coming with you. We're staying at the penthouse, at the penthouse hotel. You just have to help me with Joe Namath that media day. And I was like, okay, done.
And he's like, I want to kiss you.
Yeah.
Roker, what do you think of this jet ski? Look at that jet ski.
Look at that.
That's
That's
right.
going to
That's
be,
right.
that picture is going to be in like your little funeral program, isn't it?
Yeah, please, could you?
or now the digital frame at the funeral.
Hey, if I die before you guys, if one of you are left, could you tell my mom or whoever is putting my funeral on to put that jet ski picture somewhere near the coffin?
Yes,
Yeah.
can you put your iPhone password in the safe deposit box so they have it?
Yeah.
And get
Put
your
it in
photos off.
Make an 80 by 80 poster right next to it.
All right, fellas. We'll wrap it up on that, and we'll be back next week, right? I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be here next week.
All good.